Small pieces of information, bit by bit, because people of today have a 2-minute attention span and only comprehend catchphrases.
Good morning, I'm Melissa Harris Perry. Yes, that Melissa Harris Perry. The Melissa Harris Perry who has heard from many of you this week about a promo by me that has been running on this network. Haven't seen it? Well, here it is. We have never invested as much in public education as we should have because we've always had kind of a private notion of children. Your kid is yours and totally your responsibility. We haven't had a very collective notion of these are our children. So part of it is we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities. Once it's everybody's responsibility and not just the households, then we start making better investments.
I kind of stand out in the crowd, don't I? I'm gifted. I'm just slumping over with talent. I can sing. I'm two people in one. A schizophreniac.
It has since spread virally online, and my own inbox overfloweth. But even though my lean forward spot has been at the center of this storm, it's not really about me. I mean, I doubt even the angriest respondents believe that I personally want to take their children into my household. And I assure you, my 11-year-old would not take kindly to my adopting 70 million siblings for her. So rather than feeling hurt or angry, I felt curious. Curious about what is creating this very strong reaction and what this is exactly about in terms of this lean forward ad. Because this lean forward ad is doing exactly what it's intended to do. They are intended to foster and invite conversation. But why did this spot, and by the way, I've got a bunch of them, why did this one get so many tongues wagging? I think the notion that some people are just haters is simply too easy. I can see that some people are genuinely upset about what I actually said, especially this phrase. We have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families. So let me just say that I stand by that statement. But I believe our children are not our private property. They are not just extensions of ourselves. They are independent individual beings. Allow me to quote the poet, Khalil Gibran. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. This isn't about me wanting to take your kids, and this isn't even about whether children are property. This is about whether we as a society, expressing our collective will through our public institutions, including our government, have a right to impinge on individual freedoms in order to advance a common good. Because our kids who will inherit our nation belong to all of us, and we have a collective responsibility to them.
You're despicable. Yes, you're despicable and impeccable, and you're very definitely despicable. How a person can get so despicable in one lifetime is beyond me.